Hello. Good. Is it morning? No, it's afternoon. It's hot. Texas. Okay, so today we're gonna do a work day. Cut my hair. Trying to layer it. Sorry. Trying to let it grow out, but I hate this mid process. Today we're gonna be working on this lovely. I'm so like monotone.
Today we're gonna be working on this lovely. I'm so like monotone.
Ouch. So today I'm going to be up here and downstairs because I'm going to be working on the laser, trying to figure out some design. Ow! Crap! Ooh, that hurt. Okay. Figure out some designs that I created. That hurt. Yep. And I just poked myself. Not in the mood to work again. Hate that mood. But last week I got a whole bunch of stuff done, which makes me so proud of myself despite how I felt. I haven't been feeling very well. So I got Gary working, but he's fighting with everything I have on the floor. She's working. That's a blessing. But she fights with everybody. The chair. Alright, he was fighting with Mr. Curtin here. Look at my pile of batting. That's why Frankenstein. Let me turn Gary off. Alright, so here we are. I got her going and I picked a really pretty, it's a real soft mauve purple. It was kind of hard to pick threads for quilts that have so many different colors. One of my favorite colors to pick is Joseph's coat, but I felt like this is such a soft and elegant quilt. I picked a lighter thread. One of the ways I decide on picking a thread is I look at the thread. This is called Joseph's coat. I love this thread because it has every single color that's here, but she's not very bright colored. Like there's a lot of soft mauve tones, and I was afraid that this thread would overpower, but I picked a really light soft thread that when it's on the orange and then here she kind of blends in a bit, but throughout the whole quilt. And since she had a lot of like little white speckles, and now you can see like what it really looks like quilted. See, like even in that blue, it's just kind of like she had white stars, so this white beautiful thread kind of goes with it. So what I do is I just get the thread and put her in every area that I can. And if she just blends really nice, see how she pops here, but then she softly blends there. And then over here you don't see the quilting as much, but you see the quilting and the shadowing, which looks beautiful. I felt like if I would have picked such a bright variegated color, that maybe she would have overpowered in these sections. I really do like these threads. This is an omni thread. I got a set of, I've noticed that softer colored threads, I go through them faster. And so I got myself a really pretty collection of softer threads. And this is the thread that I'm working on right now. I tend to really go through like these threads. And like this is my third one this year. If you notice the softer tone colors, they seem to like go with a bit more but for sure I go through these a lot. This is my second new spool. I'm working on her. I am doing these really beautiful flowers, and this is what the quilting looks like, because the quilt had these little beautiful designs on it. Hi, Cookie. How are you? It's hot out there, huh? Were you sitting out there long? No, you okay? It's hot. Yeah, I saw you were chasing squirrels. This is my first row, so I'm going to move the quilt to the second row. I kind of want maybe a 1/2 inch distance from this row, a 1/2 inch distance to this next row. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll her. So I just roll the quilt. She's kind of like sinking down. I'm gonna pull her there. I kind of already rubbed all this fabric down so it's nice and even. And I'm placing my long arm like a 1/2 inch apart from the last row. I could do it anywhere, to be honest. I could do it over here and give myself a 1/2 inch kind of like guideline, and then go on the computer and see where the design sits. You could see that this is where it's gonna quilt. I'm going to move this up a little bit. The highest point would be over here, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm at 1/2 inch apart. And then you can see that the design is cutting in a little bit, so I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna move her down to where my long arm is. Does that make sense what I just did? Do you see that? I'm gonna check all these other ones and see how it sits. This is 1/2 inches here. See that it's nice and pretty. I'm gonna also check the bottom here. So I want it kind of like a 1/2 inch. Yeah, that's pretty much a 1/2 inch, right? And it's pretty close. And that's kind of what I want. Bowing. And it's just really like pulling the back fabric taut and rolling it. I want to make sure that I don't have any pleats on my back, because those kind of suck. And while I'm here checking the quilt, I'm also going to check that my tension is nice and beautiful. So what I mean is, like, I need the bottom of this petal to be in this area. And there it is. And now I don't have to worry about placement again. And all I have to do is kind of clean up the quilt. Isn't she a beautiful quilt? And pull the back. Check the beautiful tension. And see how beautiful this thread looks even in the back. Let me show you how beautiful this quilt is. She's lovely. Look at that. And look how beautiful the back fabric is. Great choice of back fabric. I'm trying to endure the weirdness of this length because it's hot here in Texas, and you know, it is what it is. But like, you care about my hair. Marking a custom quilt that I'm getting ready to quilt this week, and that's my major job. Ugh.